For what the law could not do, as it says here in verse 3, though, because it could not do that, it was weak through the flesh. In other words, my flesh could make me righteous. God did by sending his own son in the likeness of sinful man. On account of sin, because of sin killing me, Jesus does what? He condemns sin. He judges sin. This active entity is now judged and what? Rendered inactive. Incredible to see how the judge of all the earth turns the table on what? On what sin used to condemn me. God did the same thing to turn around and condemn him. Like, nope, he's good now, you're not. And so as we go on to this, I think it's important to see here in verse 4 that it says this, that the righteous requirement of the law might be fulfilled in us who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. Now, this is that thing where, remember we talked about the end of verse 1, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. It's actually here in verse 4. So although it wasn't there at the beginning of verse 1, it's here in verse 4. So it says this. Now remember, let's back it up to the end of verse 3. He condemns sin in the flesh, that the righteous requirement of the law, which is what? Righteousness. The righteous requirement of the law might be fulfilled in us. So what does that mean? We are now considered and deemed righteous. That is the complete definition of justification. So this is all practically what it begins to do in me and does through me. So when he does this, it says this, it's fulfilled in us, but then it says this, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. When you have this new life, when you have this new power, when you have this new ability, that all of this is true when what? When you no longer walk in your flesh. When you're walking in the Spirit, all these things are true. When you're walking in your flesh, guess what? Now you're becoming slave once again to something that has already been dealt with, already been, it should be there. Now we can do what? Now we don't walk that written law. Now we walk the law of the Spirit.